So Donald Trump, let's just say it, MAGA is gay. And the reason why it's important to point this out is because MAGA is the most homophobic movement in the country today. This is a movement that seeks to meddle in the affairs of those who live lifestyles completely contradictory to their own. We saw Matt Walsh go on the Joe Rogan show and just, I don't know the Bible. I don't know what the Bible said. I don't know what the Bible said. The Bible said it can ruin their lives. When asked why is gay marriage wrong, he couldn't give a straight answer. Those kinds of people are now sitting here shocked that some liberals are actually ballsy enough to just come out and say, this is gay. You want to know why MAGA is gay? Donald Trump went to the NATO summit at The Hague, and his White House released a video of him there. Very cinematic, very well done, not gonna lie. And they played Daddy's Home by Usher. I shit you not. Daddy's Home. Now, this is a grown-ass man who's obese, allegedly shits himself, wears diapers, and messed around with a star after his son was born. This is daddy to conservatives. An individual who admitted on a podcast he's never been in a fist fight. This is daddy. And Kyle Kulinski boldly just came out and said, you guys are gay as F. Because it's true. And it's about time the movement that continuously flirts with gay shit stops getting in the way of those who actually live that lifestyle and actually left them alone. So here's the video in which Donald Trump is hailed as daddy by the right-wing movement, and they think we are mad about this. When in reality, we're just trying to say you can't upload semi-sexual tributes to Donald Trump, which is crazy. Like, you can't do that. And then simultaneously, it's just, I don't know, I just think it's unfair. So MAGA thinks we're triggered by this, when in reality, I'm just bewildered that this is happening. The beginning of that little clip starts with Usher talking about all this loving. What loving do y'all want from Trump, MAGA? I'm curious. This is not a song about like a father coming home. Like Poppy's Home by Drake is about it's like Daddy's Home as in your father is home. This is a sexual song by Usher. This is not in any way, shape, or form platonic. This is super gay. This is rainbow gay. And these niggas upload this shit and they're proud of this. They have the audacity to put Pete Hegseth in the video. Pete Hegseth is a drunk. Who texts this? Pete Hegseth polluted a NATO summit with his presence. An individual who cannot keep classified information to himself is in a video talking about Daddy's Home. This is, hey bruh. This is weird. Grown ass niggas, but grown ass men, grown. And the reality is, bro, like, this is a weird movement where everything Trump does is good. Nothing he does is wrong. There's this weird sexual embrace of Trump that's just like, it's weird. Remember when Tucker Carlson was like, Donald Trump's going to come back because daddy's home and he's here to spank his 16-year-old daughter? Like, didn't he say something crazy like that? Like, he's going to lift the skirt and spank you for being bad. And it's like, what goes on in these niggas' heads? I swear to God, if they just stepped away from politics and just like lived in private in their own little enclaves, the world would be such a better place. Daddy's Home? Seriously? Daddy's Home? Isn't this the same guy whose wife got posted on Russian state TV and said nothing about it? Serious question. Isn't this the guy whose wife was posted on Russian state TV and said nothing? How is this guy daddy? This is a guy who has the balls to call Zelensky a dictator, but is terrified of even thinking of referring to Putin in that way. He's daddy? And it's not even daddy in the sense of, oh, this is a guy with wisdom and knowledge and expertise and humility and all of the great things you would associate with an idealistic father. Oh, no, it's daddy in the sexual sense. Usher is not singing about a father coming home to his son. And that's fine if MAGA wants to be gay, but could you like leave people alone who are actually bold enough and brave enough to embrace that lifestyle and actually live their lives? MAGA can't do that though. They can't do it. I'm just saying, it's just the truth, bro. It's just the truth. The reality is, this is gay. I'm saying it's gay because it is gay, and MAGA needs to come to terms with this embracing of gay. The world would be a better place if MAGA came to terms with their very clear, weird attraction to Donald Trump, who is in no way, shape, or form attractive, by the way. Donald Trump is obese. His skin looks like urine. His teeth are all squiggled up with weird black lines dividing them. He's spitting every 3 seconds when he talks. The dude apparently shits himself, and he eats nothing but McDonald's. This is peak masculine form to MAGA. This is what they aspire to be. They do natty or nots on Trump. Shit you not. Absolutely insane. This is weird. And their counter is like, aren't you a liberal? Why are you calling it gay? Bro, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm done engaging with MAGA in a politically correct way. They've been getting away with this bullshit for way too fucking long. This has got nothing to do with homophobia and everything to do with the fact that a movement that is clearly gay is simultaneously trying to bully the rest of the country into abiding by their desert book lifestyle that they don't even abide by the way. Every time you turn around, some Republican politician is involved in some weird shit. It's like, if you can't even follow the book you want to force on everyone else, maybe it's for the best that y'all just chill the fuck out. But no, they must force upon us a video of Daddy's Home. This is, again, I stress this again, this is not a platonic song. This song is as sexual as it gets, and it's weird. It is weird. And they're saying 47's media team is absolutely legendary. The left is triggered. They think we're triggered by this. I'm bewildered. I'm shocked. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. That's what's happening right now. I have no clue as to what the fuck is going on right now. And it seems like, unfortunately, the most psychotic, evil maggots are the only ones saying, guys, this is weird. All the moderate ones are completely on board with this. And this is really indicative and it's really emblematic of the bigger problem here. Because we can make all the gay jokes and we can make all the ha 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 jokes, but the reality is this is a reflection of how MAGA actually feels. They have an undying, unconditional love for Donald Trump where he can do no wrong. I've said it many times on live. If Donald Trump ran over a child with a car, he wouldn't go to jail and MAGA wouldn't care. They'd find a way to excuse it and let him back into the streets to terrorize the country once more. That is the truth. This is emblematic of a deeper psychological problem with the MAGA movement in which Donald Trump is their savior, in which Donald Trump is their God, in which Donald Trump is their daddy, and not in the fatherly sense. Like, that is what's happening here. This is a movement, again, of grown people who had Trump beanies on, Trump shirts on, Trump pants on, who ran into the Capitol ready to die on behalf of a fat, rich goof. A scammer, a fraud they've never even met. They've never even met. Reports say that when Donald Trump saw the people running into the Capitol, he was actually bothered by how broken, poor, and dusty they looked. I shit you not. He was upset that wealthy people with shit to do and something to lose weren't storming the Capitol for him. Why do they look all broke and nasty and dusty and poor and broke? Seriously, they're willing to die for him, and he's worried about the aesthetics and the vibes. You're a little bit too broke. You're dusty. You're nasty. Disgusting. That's the kind of guy we're dealing with. Daddy's Home. My fucking God. And these are the same people, by the way. These are the same people who will sit there and go on and on and on about how marriage is between a man and a woman and not between women and women and men, while simultaneously having some kind of weird sexual attraction to Donald Trump of all people on this planet. But then again, these are the same people who believe that curvy women are ugly and fat. So I mean, like, when you really think about it, it starts to kind of add up. You know what I mean? Like, when you really think about the kind of mindset, not beautiful. This is not beautiful. These are the kind of people you're dealing with, bro. And to them, this is fly. This is real shit. This is like, the libs are triggered. I'm just bewildered. I'm shocked. This is ridiculous. unfucking real. They're gay.